And we are live.
Yeah, let's talk about the match of the week. The defending champions versus the always second. The can't defend Liverpool versus the only can defend Arsenal. The clash of Abhays. So, yeah, our Abhays are going against each other today. And I love this feisty excitement. I'm just looking forward for this. So, Joekar, how confident are you?
That how will we do in Anfield against Arsenal, where we have not lost to Arsenal in last 14 years? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sufficiently confident. I'm sufficiently confident that they will not
To pick
lose.
up 3 points
We
or
can
to get a
draw.
draw?
No, no, I think we can draw also. The way
Yeah.
we are going with our defending, we can draw also.
With that
But
team, you will get a draw at home? That should feel like a
with
loss.
that team, yeah, that you would know a lot about loss. But yeah, uh, see, I'm kind of confident in a way in our attack because our attack is definitely better than their attack. Saka, I feel like that he's probably not going to play. If he plays, then obviously their attack is good as well. But if Saka doesn't play, their attack obviously takes a dent. So they are really good defensively. We are really good at attack. Their defense is good, but it's not good enough to stop us not scoring at all. So I will score will score at Anfield, and it is going to go down on how much they can do when they are attacking. So uh, I feel like that will win. I feel like that will win, but I'm 100% sure we're not going to lose. That's where I am.
Yeah. So, I think I want to ask now, Abhay Maheshwari, you're going to Anfield, and so how confident are you that you can blame everything on injuries?
Right. I would definitely want to go ahead with this. Uh, but lest I forget, the last time one we won was 13 years ago and not 14. I like my numbers there, right? Secondly,
Save
with
the
when
face,
it
huh?
comes to
Save the face.
that,
Completely save
I
the
don't
face.
care. I just don't know. Like the numbers always hit me hard,
You want to
and
Okay.
take it 14 now, huh?
I don't want to, firstly. I don't want to. But I would say that Saka is going to be a big miss. 100%. Saka is going to be a big miss. I actually think they're going to miss Ben White a bit as well. But Timber can do the job. Uh, uh, Howard's, I think, is going to be a big miss because the way we play, Howard's always causes a problem against a big six, right? Against the big six, he's a problem. That said and done, we have done enough business, and I would say with the team we have and how Liverpool are performing, how we are performing as well, we should give them a good fight and ideally go for the win. Ideally go for the win. But I also understand what history we have at Anfield. I got to respect that, and I cannot run my mouth out here. But somewhere
I
inside,
was, I was
I'm
so waiting for that. I
optimistically
was so waiting for that, but okay,
I'm
good.
optimistically looking forward to the fixture because I also want to see where we stand as a team, right? Because the first match we had against United, we were horrendous. Second match against Leeds also, we were all right. It's just that we got lucky with our scoring boots, but we weren't as good as the scoreline shows. So now I want to see where do we stand with with players Liverpool have, and from my understanding, of course, Saka is a loss without a doubt because he's our main outlet attacking wise. But I'm also thinking, you know what? Over the week, I think they will buy Isak also, and he might not play the match. So it's like a potential loss on their side also. मतलब ऐसे जैसे मैं देख रहा हूँ, maybe it's the fan in me who's looking at it like that. Of course,
It
they've got a
is.
great attack. Ekitike has come out really well, actually. But I still think कि हम लोग साका मिस कर रहे हैं तो इनका एक पोटेंशियल टॉप प्लेयर मिसिंग है. दैट इज हाउ आई एम लुकिंग एट इट. दैट इज हाउ आई एम
Without which
अपने आप को
they are.
सहानुभूति दे रहा हूं मैं, है ना?
Hmm.
एंड आई एम एक्चुअली लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू द मैच बिकॉज आई थिंक both teams still have sufficient players. इस मैच में अगर इंजरी हो गया मिडवे थ्रू द मैच, my tone changes completely because भाई ओडेगार्ड नहीं है, ठीक है, अब साका नहीं है, वाइट नहीं है, हावर्ड नहीं है, अब तुम और भी कुछ ले लोगे तो मैं रो दूंगा भाई। मैं आके रो ही दूंगा कि अभी हमारे पास डेप्थ है कि ये मैच खेल लेंगे, लेकिन तुम एक और को इंजर किए ना,
भाई
मैं
I don't
बता रहा हूँ।
understand. How does this happen with you
Then
guys all
happen
the
next
time, man?
season. I think next season is the one for you. Let's go. Let's go next season.
I mean,
पांच
whatever it is.
पांच मैच के पांच मैच के बाद ही अभय goes into his pessimism कि भाई
We'll
देखो
win
ऐसा है कि
next
इंजरी हो
season.
गया है,
अरे
ये तो
यार
नहीं हो पाएगा.
5 मैच भी नहीं हुए यार, थर्ड मैच है भाई। 5 मैच तो हो, राइट, इट्स द थर्ड मैच। I'm optimist that we should put up a good fight with this squad, as in with the injuries also. That is what I'm looking forward to. Ki do we have a backbone or not? Right. I also want to see what the manager is putting forward. Ki bhai, we have backed so many windows. You weren't back properly. This window you have been back. Show me what you got. That's what I want to see.
We will
Ideally.
also miss
Okay.
Hincapié, the potential signing of Arsenal.
Hmm.
I do agree, but when I see, when I compare Isak, who's going to be a record-breaking signing, uh, what do you say, second in a row, by the way, second in a row,
Record
I
पे record
think,
तोड़ रहा है Liverpool.
by
But
to be fair,
you guys going to really enjoy the fact when you think about, broken all these kind of records and still कहते बोलते हैं in a net spend we are like 50 million or something,
I
50 or 40 million or
understand you
something like
talking
that.
about net spend, right? I guys understand you talking about the net spend, but here I would like to throw the point that the difference in your wage bill and our wage bill will be massive, and
It
then
won't
we'll
be
go,
massive. It won't be massive, but it will be
bro.
there. It won't exactly be
Okay,
massive exactly.
uh,
No, it is
I don't know
massive.
why
See,
my uncle.
we have Salah and VVD on our payroll. Okay, that's going to add quite a lot in the wage bill. I'm not going to argue with that. Our wage bill is higher, but if you're going to take that as a thing, that okay, because I just want to put this out there. Okay, whenever you talk stuff like this, when we won our trophies, the difference between our wage bill and Man City's wage bill was also very high. But we won because our team was good. You already have a good, you don't need to use this wage bill or falana kind of thing.
No,
You
but
already have a really
Ankit,
good team. It doesn't really matter how much you're paying you don't have their kind of senior players ना. Don't have those progressive, कहते बोलते हैं जो salary बढ़ता है ना हर साल, progressive salary increase, you don't have that
Fair
whenever
point,
we
Ankit.
buy
Toxic
new
work
players, right?
environment.
See, we are not exactly playing new players बहुत high wages, something like that. Maybe Words is getting paid a little bit higher, but everybody
Ekitike
gets
is also
paid.
playing. Ekitike is
Dude,
also getting paid pretty well.
he's not getting paid that high, bro. ठीक है. I don't think he's more than 150. Barely
He's on
150, I feel like.
200K. He's on
He cannot be on
200K.
200k, man. He cannot. Ekitike is not that big of a name. He cannot be on 200k.
Hey,
Let the
there
financials
is
come
no
out.
oil club here. Let's
See,
not.
No,
we
but
cannot we
Talking
cannot
money
pay
now.
wages like that, na, bro. It
no, no.
doesn't make any sense. You know how many players in stature are ahead of Ekitike. See, if you are paying 200 to Ekitike, we'll have to pay 200 to McAllister. We have to pay 200 to what this guy Saboslai, Gravenberch. We are not doing that, so we will not pay to Ekitike also. That's not going to be possible.
Hey,
Okay,
All right.
even with
Liverpool
words,
है.
right? Even with words, we are only touching 200 with words barely. That's what I'm understanding. I'll have to
No,
check it by the way.
200 plus bonuses it is. Yeah. What are
Dude,
you?
everything is bonuses तो होगा ही ना bro.
No, no.
200 अपन
I,
pay.
I want to
Don't
point this
bring.
out to you very clearly that wages matter massively, massively. Because if you look at PSG's business, you'll come out thinking, oh, they have done very well. But the difference in the wage bill is of almost 200 million.
अच्छा एक चीज
200
मेरे को बता,
million.
मैं बहुत सिंपल सी चीज पूछूं तेरे से. बहुत
Hmm,
सिंपल सी चीज पूछूं. When
hmm,
Salah came to us,
hmm,
right? He
hmm.
was not paid really really high wage. He's been there for 9 years, so he's getting paid very very high. ठीक है. Saka in 9 years, if he does as good as Salah, will get paid the same level, right? You just do not have the players of that high stature. It's simple as that. Not that kind of experience. That's why. But we do not pay like like just like you. We do not pay new players very very high wages. ठीक है. We pay them exactly what they deserve. Simple as that. That's why people leave as well. That's why Luis Diaz has left. One of the
No,
things was wages. Let's
matlab,
not
what
go into
your
that. We
point,
are going out of the
your,
way. See,
yeah,
that's not what I'm trying to say.
your
ठीक है.
points are
What I'm
fair.
trying to say is that
Liverpool
na.
are a more mature team, more, they've
Exactly.
spent
Senior folks यहाँ ज़्यादा रहेंगे.
more years at a high level across two different managers. So let's not talk about wages because I don't think that's a fair argument at this juncture because Arsenal are a different kind of a team challenging for the title.
Different kind of team, different
Liverpool
timeline as
are a
well.
different kind of a team,
Yeah,
well
you
organized
claim that you are a
team.
young team.
Yeah,
We are the
correct.
flag bearer of young footballers
And
and all those.
and also
And
because if agar also Liverpool are a team now that are bearing the fruits of the good work. Yeah, Arteta is basically at the start. He's managing a
वो
team
अभी
that is the
सीट लगाया
start
है.
of such a journey. So wages are obviously going to be very different kind of. Obviously, Arsenal are also going to wash their hands with bonuses, wages, जो कि Maheshwari is kind of criticizing or pointing out whatever it is.
Yeah,
वो
once you
अपन
start winning,
करेंगे.
essentially, you're going to have the same thing. Yeah.
But all in all, let's talk about the match.
Pressing it
And
on top of him.
I personally feel मेरा ये पहले से मानना रहा है the kind of team Arsenal are जैसे यूनाइटेड के against since it was an away game so early in the season, right? The way Arteta set up, the way his mentality is that if I am going into a very hostile environment, and I'm pretty sure Anfield is going to be much more hostile than United because of the passion currently and the mood, right?
हाँ, exactly. Yeah.
100% बोल रहा हूँ शेप नहीं छोड़ेगा आर्टेटा यू हैव टू
Compact
किल
pressing.
द डिफेंस फ्रॉम ओपन प्ले नहीं तो नहीं वो काउंटर
Hmm.
काउंटर प्रेस करके दे विल हिट यू ऑन द काउंटर दैट इज गोइंग टू बी वन वे एजे विक्टर गोगेरेश ऑल दीज पीपल विल
ऐसे
बी
might not
गॉड
start.
इफ दे
As I might start, is it?
Might not start. ऐसे तो अभी बहुत नया है. Take some time.
Yeah, but because of the situation, you sometimes need quality and you have to take that step, right? So मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि if he might start, he will be a handful, of course, and they'll use their
Hmm.
pace and they have
Hmm.
Zubimendi, Declan Rice who can cover grass and whatnot. But मेरे को लगता है कि again, set piece defending could be a major factor, but do not expect, Liverpool to defend set pieces the way
Like
United did. Of
United.
course, Alisson, my God, that monster. बट मुझे लगता है कि वो फाइन मार्जिन्स का गेम होगा ऐसा जितना भी इवन इवन दो इसाक हैड प्लेड दिस गेम आई वुड स्टिल मतलब आई वुड कंप्लीटली नॉट discredit Arsenal that they are not going to stand a chance and all that because I personally feel in the game of football defense the base is a big part. But at
I
the
agree
edge of the
completely.
pitch, Liverpool are having different kinds of problem, and I'm hoping to see from this game that Arteta exploits these little weaknesses that they have in the defense.
So the
So,
biggest thing
who
that
are
is
you? Who are you putting your money on, Rajesh?
Mine is on Arsenal actually. Joking.
Huh?
obviously
Yes,
Yeah,
nice.
because I've seen
it's
them
another.
and how they played and all. Yeah, people might point out stats like we had more shots and all. But the thing is that the way they tracked back, because we also had pacey wingers. If I'm not equating Mbeumo to Salah like that, but the way the Gabriel, the Saliba, these guys handled our attack. I feel they are also going to be facing such a handful with Liverpool's attack, but I believe they'll be fine because I trust their defense more than Liverpool's attack,
Yeah.
even if
So,
it's an away game.
Jogekar, one question
Um,
for you.
hmm.
But see,
Hmm.
recently we have seen few games of Liverpool. Uh, they have looked a little bit shaky, right? They have looked a little bit shaky at the in their defense, and then more often than not, what we are seeing is that a few 90-minute magics comes, and you somehow scraped the win out of the jaws of loss, right? But Arsenal being a little bit mature team where Arteta focuses on being compact and so on and so forth. Do you think this is a match that Liverpool can produce that kind of magic, or you need something completely different from your team in this match?
Okay. Liverpool can produce that kind of magic against any kind of team. So that I'm not going to contest that ever. Last season they were essentially what I think 2-0 up ahead, I think, when they came to us. And we drew that match, and we drew that match because I think in last 10 minutes or something we scored a second goal. We can always come back, okay? Because I hear what Rajesh is saying, and I completely agree with the fact that defenses are really essentially whenever a match is going on, right? A defense is a lot more important than like if your defense is very solid, and if your attack is kind of misfiring a little bit now for most of the match, you can actually absorb a lot of stuff, and then you can get some chances and you can hit. And if you're clinical on your day, you'll be able to score. But the other team will struggle to score against you because your defense is so strong. That's exactly how we played in 2018, 2019 season. Essentially, our defense was just so tough that nobody could break it. And Arsenal has that for last two seasons specifically is what I'll say. Their defense has been like rock solid. But I will rate my attack for very simple reason. Okay, our attackers are attacking options. Okay, at this moment, which I take my some of our midfielders into account as well when we are building the attack, right. uh, when we are attacking in this particular year, in this particular season at least, I'm almost all the time confident that we are going to come out of it with some sort of goal or some sort of a good kind of attempt basically. So our attacks are not toothless this year is what I'm trying to say, right. And Arsenal currently, we are very early in the season, and this is actually good for good for us actually, because Arsenal is coming relatively weaker to us. Their defense is strong, but they're attacking. They're still miss. Saka is a big miss. Okay, if he doesn't play, Saka is a big miss. So we'll have to worry a little bit less about their attack. So, and when we are attacking, right, I'm a lot more confident about my attack than I'm on their defense. Also, never take Anfield's environment out of account. Okay, there are two times when Anfield is completely out, like completely out to get you. First, when the match starts. Okay, that first 10 to 20 minutes, don't give it to us, or we'll score on you. And second is when we concede. At that time, don't give us that 10 minutes because we'll definitely come back. If you are able to absorb these two situations, then the chances of scoring us becomes a little bit less until we are in that last 10 minute wala time na, jahan pe we feel like that we have hope, then we'll go for it again. Every time my attack is going against their defense, I'll be confident because as good as their defense is, right? Our attacking strategies, like there's this thing about Slot. Everybody thinks that Slot doesn't have ideas. Maybe I'm not sure what other people are thinking. And every time Slot basically tries to change something or tries to do something, I feel like he has ideas. With every kind of change, na, the attacking pattern changes. I'm still like Akiteki is doing so many things currently in that particular attack, right? Nobody really knows how he's going to start. He can start as striker. He can start as a guy who's coming
Beginner's
back
club.
and maybe, yeah, you can call that. But the thing is that he's
It
more
is.
versatile. He's more
I'll
versatile
come to
than I
that.
thought.
I'll
Okay,
come to that. Yeah.
he's actually more versatile than I thought. The way he comes almost till half line to receive the ball sometimes.
Yeah.
The shape of attack completely changes when he does that. So there are so many things that we're doing currently, and our defense, by the way, is shaky. Yes, but it's shaky because things have not clicked yet. We have new fullbacks. Okay, one of that is already injured, but we still have new fullbacks. Van Dijk needs to basically get an idea of how to organize everything. So that is still not there. It give us 10 matches almost. Okay, I've seen this last season as well. We've looked very good in the second half of the season,
So
and
the thing is
I have no
that
doubt
the
we're
thing
going to
is
good
that
look like that.
while you are shaky, just like last season, you're still picking up the
Hmm.
wins. That builds confidence. Those
Yes,
confusions
that
that
definitely helps. Hmm.
those confusions that may have been created had you lost or dropped points, that is not happening. So that is my problem with Liverpool. I mean, as a hate watcher or call it whatever, that जीत गए यार. So both, मतलब victory from the jaws of defeat, as we say. Okay, coming back to this point regarding, even though they have lost out on a couple of attackers, Havertz and Saka in this case, personally, how I see Arsenal is their attack is a threat only when they are taking the set pieces, I feel. And I mean, when they are how I see them scoring goals
Let's
is
see,
through set
let's
pieces.
see.
मैं उनको इसलिए थोड़ा एज दे रहा हूं इन दिस गेम irrespective of what the context is because उनका डिफेंस इज स्टिल इंटैक्ट. अगर डिफेंस में कोई एक इधर उधर होता ना, मैं बोलता कि लिवरपूल विल किल देम. क्योंकि इनका
Hmm.
स्ट्रक्चर इज सो गुड. It might give you an impression at any point कि they're taking a lot of heat in that moment, that the opposition
Hmm.
having the ball, मतलब chances बन रहे हैं, ऐसा feel होता है. They'll give you that impression, but they're actually quite calm and structured. They're quite calm and structured.
Hmm.
And and also another part is about Liverpool. the kind of opposition that you have faced. Those two winning goals, the second match, you scored a winning goal when the team was one down and their legs were gone. They were fighting for every bit of grass with 10 men. And I knew that as soon as 2-2 happens, Newcastle will try to fall back, and that's where you will kill them. You have the quality for it. And first game, Anfield, Bournemouth also did the same. 2-0 से 2-2 आकर they thought let's save a point. क्योंकि it's that psychology takes over. Manager बोलता है get back into shape. अब तुम अगर लिवरपूल को काउंटर प्रेस नहीं किए, उनको अलाउ कर दिए for their attackers to have the ball, do their thing, and obviously nervousness kicks in, right?
Right.
Obviously you are facing Liverpool, not Man United. So
Why do you keep making fun of
Well,
yourself?
The
हम
Fair
है ना भाई,
perspective.
हम है
making
टेंशन
fun
मत
of
ले.
himself is amazing.
I know. So,
Nice one.
the context of how the problems that I've seen of Liverpool and how you have these two games, मुझे लगता है Arsenal, मतलब it's like Liverpool will drop points rather than me saying Arsenal will drop points. Either Arsenal win it. If they score the first goal, my all my money is on Arsenal to win the game. They will close it out.
Oh,
Maheshwari,
really?
Maheshwari,
I
who is
actually want to
going to
say
be?
something.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
actually
go
want to
ahead.
say
Hmm.
something. I actually think it's kind of funny, but I think the biggest threat is going to be a set piece. All right, they make
Ah,
everybody makes
so much of a surprise.
yeah, because everybody makes fun of us, but it's if you see the second highest scorers are Liverpool in set pieces, right? And people don't realize they do score quite a bit with set pieces because they have enough open play goals as well.
Hmm.
They're a high scoring team. They have been for some time,
Hmm.
right? So that is my actually that's a big concern for me.
Hmm.
And the second way they can score is via Salah because our left back is where we are not that great defensively.
Hmm.
It's just when Gabriel is there, he takes care of most of the people who makes overlapping runs. Our
Hmm.
left back makes an overlapping run or he comes into midfield. It's just when Gabriel is there, but Salah is a different beast as compared to the other right wingers in the league in general.
Hmm.
That is where my concern is, and I do agree. In our attack, from what I've seen, we are still a little lacking. But I think with Eze coming in and Madueke coming in, our transitions become better. Even with Zubamendi coming in, our
Hmm.
transitions have been
Hmm.
absolutely terrible for the
Yeah.
past 1 year.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
even against
True.
United, our transition was bad. But I think even one player can make a huge difference in transitions if his decision making is good. And
Hmm.
I'm hoping that it is Eze. But
Hmm.
then that's a fan that's
But
hoping,
it's going to
I
be a
guess.
brilliant game, bro, because both teams will be tested in different parts. And
Different ways. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of,
True.
matlab, to be honest, I kind of rate Arteta as a manager a little. I mean, just a little bit more. I know for banter sake we'll say he hasn't won a title slot तो जीत गया ये वो. But यार थोड़ा अगर sensibly सोचेंगे मेरे को मतलब मैं personally as an outsider मेरे को लगता है कि Arteta is that tad a better manager and Liverpool slot is a manager who just knows how to best utilize all the resources at key positions and get the best out of the team. बट मुझे लगता है टैक्टिकली जब हम बात करते हैं ना कि भाई आई एम डेल्ट अ ब्लो, आई एम डेल्ट विद दीज पीसेस, मेरे पास कमियां हैं ये पोजीशंस में, हाउ टू डील विद इट, मेरे को लगता है कि आर्टेटा इज द बेटर मैनेजर एंड दैट्स वेयर एग्जैक्टली वेयर ही विल कम आउट ऑफ इट, मुझे ऐसा लगता है.
I just want to contest one, I think, point,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that is that Rajesh said, na, that if Arsenal scores first, then they'll
yeah.
not concede at all. Yeah, I feel like that
Not
is
concede, मतलब they
probably
will
the
dictate
worst
and
thing.
they might win. It could be 2-1 also.
That's probably be the worst thing for Arsenal if you score first. That's what I feel. That's it.
नहीं,
The best
I
way for
hope then we
Arsenal,
score first.
Liverpool.
I do
I
hope we
very
score first because I want to see what is
essentially
the worst that can happen to us.
essentially
I
the
would like to
best
see
chance for
that.
Arsenal essentially to kind of win, right, is have a lead in somewhere basically near 60 minutes. That's where you can close the game a lot nicely than from the start. That's what I
नहीं,
feel.
Agreed.
the goal can
Agreed. But
come
I
at any time,
I think what
but मेरे
Tanga
को
is
ऐसा लगता है
saying
कि
basically the
आर्सेनल
momentum
कंफर्टेबल हो
will
जाती है
shift.
कि भाई
Hmm.
दिस इज आवर नेचुरल हैबिटेट, वी स्कोरिंग एंड प्रोटेक्टिंग अ लीड. मैं ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ Arsenal are great protectors of lead. मेरा personally opinion and stats will back that up actually. Because
Nice.
they first two games Liverpool let go of a 2-0 lead. I don't remember the last time Arsenal let go of such a lead. Never. Arteta ki teams
We
don't
don't.
do that.
But that's what
Usually,
Joeker was saying na ki when they are at lead, then there is much more risk for them.
Huh?
Huh, but I'm saying even if when we are at a
Joeker is
lead,
saying that,
right?
right?
We when we are at lead of 2 goals, I don't see Arsenal losing. The most you can
Correct.
do is
Correct.
get a draw, is what I'm saying.
Ah,
I understand you have got a great attack and whatnot,
ये क्या
and
बात
I
हुई भाई,
understand
इतना
you
अच्छा
can
डिफेंड है हमारा, फिर भी 2 गोल खा जाएंगे 2-0 की लीड के बाद.
buy because I'm
थोड़ा डिफेंड
actually
कर
away
ले भाई.
game है. Away game कुछ भी हो सकता है.
I'm
That's
expecting
exactly
in
that's exactly what I'm saying basically. If they score the first goal in the first half somewhere कहीं पे ठीक है,
मोमेंटम शिफ्ट
can
होगा.
see I can see us scoring 2 goals from that point very easily.
Okay.
I don't feel like that they
I'm
cannot
saying at a point of
can
2-0.
close us completely.
ठीक है.
At a
That's
okay, you
fine.
score two, then we'll see. Score
Opinions.
two,
I'm
then we'll
We
saying
will
see.
get
if
to
we
know.
score 2 goals, the best you can do is
Is
come
a draw.
2 goals back again. That is what
See,
I'm saying.
what I'm saying, if you that's the thing, right? That's the thing. You cannot say that your defense is so great that you can क्या तो बोलते हैं
Wait,
अपना
bro.
close down a
2-0
game
की लीड
and
डिफेंड
then
नहीं कर पाए.
you end up in a draw, right? You cannot do
I'll
that.
tell you
When
why.
you
I'll
say
tell
you
you
close the
why.
when you say you close the game, that means you win,
नहीं नहीं
right?
नहीं
If
mind
you
you
are
you
two
have
zero,
to
Okay.
you
give
win.
Oh,
context.
I never
When are
said
you at one point do you see 2-0 होगा? तब वो time
no.
था. Time.
No, I am telling you why. I'm also telling you why. I'm not saying I'm closing the game. I'm saying the best you can do is come to all.
The best. I mean,
Okay.
the
Okay,
absolute best.
you know why I'm saying that? Because I expect one of your attackers to score a wonder goal, firstly.
Hmm.
Secondly, I
Set piece.
expect you to score a goal from a set piece. This is your best case scenario, is what I'm saying, right?
Okay. He's
And
given the
Can I
this is
say
context.
the
one
best
thing?
case.
Can I say
Huh.
one thing?
Yeah.
Arsenal, when we came back last time against Arsenal, when we do true
Yes.
draw, both of our
Yeah.
goals are open play. Just so you know.
But were they
But
trailing
this is
2-0?
a different
No,
team.
no,
This
he's
is a
saying that we
Yeah,
are
different team.
we
2-0
were
down.
trailing 2-1. We were do 2-1 down or 2-0 down, something
Please,
like that. We
have you
came back
seen
in that
that
particular
team?
game.
Have you seen the players that were there in that team? Have you
Huh.
seen the
See,
current
That
team?
context
Have
is
you
also
seen
there.
but
who
you are
all is
saying,
there?
but you cannot use historical context and then you say नहीं नहीं
I'm
अभी
saying
वाला team ऐसा
Saliba
है.
and
Then
Gabriel are
you don't.
there. Please.
Then you
So,
see. Then you do not have a historical context, na bro. You can either have a historical context or because देखो historical context मैं दूँ अपना. If more than half of the season last time we went behind and then we came ahead and won in so many games. Like that was like
Bro,
a natural habitat,
okay.
bro.
You can when you make it like that, it's not necessarily what's happened before will happen again, right? If I start coming
Exactly,
like that, I'll
exactly.
come at you with whenever Gabriel and Saliba are there, we have never lost a 2-0 lead. Never ever. Never ever.
Exactly. You can
All
see
right.
the thing is, na,
It's a
thing is
stat.
that's fine. Okay, fine. Okay, the point being is that let me say it in this particular way. Okay, if you score fun 1-0 in first half, right? What I understood from Rajesh was that he feels like that you can close a 1-0 lead. I feel like you
No.
cannot close a 1-0 lead.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
Agreed.
saying they
Agreed.
will
so
dictate
ठीक
agree.
है. That's
When
it.
we
That's
defense.
it.
when we
That
when
was
we
my
talk
point.
about
खत्म हो गया.
when we
Okay,
talk
that's
about
fine.
historical context, I would say shit happens for the first time. Ask United. Uh, yeah,
Okay, I feel like that we should go for predictions, no?
I need to stay away
Okay.
from this
yeah.
podcast,
Let's go.
I guess.
Let's go.
Until United can conjure up three back-to-back wins,
Might just
I
have
should
two,
stay
two.
away.
Just have two.
That is asking
Just have
that is
two.
asking so much considering you have not even won two, right? In the
Yeah.
sequence.
I guess if we win against Burnley, we will win the title.
Dude,
अगले साल
screen cap this.
चैंपियनशिप में
Screen
जाके
cap this thing.
अगले साल चैंपियनशिप में जाके टाइटल जीतेंगे.
Okay, do you want to do predictions or not?
Yes,
Sure, sure,
let's
sure.
do. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do predictions, man. I
Simple
love this.
predictions
Yeah.
allowed. No subjective predictions, please.
T
Okay, ठीक है.
minus
Just
one
numbers.
goal, T plus one
Just
goal.
numbers,
No,
okay. Just numbers,
ये
okay.
सब नहीं
All
होगा
right.
भाई.
Just
All
numbers.
right.
Okay,
Minus
All
one.
right.
go.
Uh,
Go. Who's starting?
should I go ahead?
Yeah, Maheshwari
Okay,
साहब.
go ahead, yeah.
I think 2-1 to the Arsenal.
Oh
Okay,
my.
fine.
And Jogekar.
2-0 to Liverpool. We are not
Oh,
conceding.
that's too much to ask.
2-1 to Arsenal.
Okay.
I would go for a 2-2 draw.
Okay, fuck you, dude.